just the reality of it. And I've always said, one of the most beautiful things about Lil Wayne, even though I thought Lil Wayne was still at the top, Lil Wayne never kicked and screamed for people to still acknowledge him as the GOAT, or kicked and screamed for him to be relevant. It's always a very interesting thing when you see an artist who seems to be so obsessed with being the man that they can't even just bow out gracefully or pivot. Like, brother, we don't want to hear a bunch of street rap sounding like you're a 17-year-old kid with a gun from a guy who's 37. We just don't want to hear it. Your raps hasn't improved. We've just seen too much about your life. It's just kind of transparent. And yet that's Meek Mill. And it's one of those things, just respectfully, I keep saying he's like a disrespectful duppy. Just go away, brother. Like, you know what I mean? Your career is over. And every now and then, even though I think he should be completely quiet during this time because I think beef just doesn't match with him, he started out going on a rant yesterday, going on this crazy rant, right? I guess someone was pointing out that he was bunny hopping.
Tennis. You got your ass beat. Keep going. Count out loud.
That's the wrong time. Nigga.
Count out loud.
30.
Huh?
4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 41, 42.
Keep going. Keep going.
7, 8, 9, 1, 2.
Keep going. Keep going. Don't cheat on your buddy hops. They suck. Your buddy hops suck. You got.
Okay, so he responded to that by saying, this is a game I started from prison. We used to make killers do bunny hops when they lost because it was too hostile for money. This be us. He says, I'm going to get Ruben a bunny hop for me, okay? I'm going to teach him D-thing hop, okay? Now, that wasn't only it, because he kind of went on this whole tirade that was just a lot more of that, which, by the way, what the fuck? Okay, there's some Ruby Rose shit. We'll get back to that. Yeah, Meek was going crazy because, again, let me say this. I keep telling you, honestly, the thing that most of these artists, I don't think Meek Mill is broke, but I do think that he's starved of attention. And when these guys were always the man, they showed up to any city, everybody would stop, wait outside their hotel. They're addicted to the attention. And at some point in entertainment, you got to know what truly fulfills you. Is it the money? Is it the love of the game? Or is it that fucking feeling you get when you are the most lit at what you do, which is usually fleeting? I always say fame is fleeting. And Meek can't understand or can't really come to terms with that he's a washed up Philly rapper at this time. So he's realizing, he couldn't jump in on any of the beef stuff because he lost his last beef. So he was trying to jump into all the bullshit going on in hip hop. And we know that Soulja Boy been going back and forth with 21 Savage, and Meek tried to chime in because if you don't know, Soulja Boy was going ridiculously crazy about 21 Savage, actually about Metro Boomin, especially on Mother's Day when he was just going crazy. Mother's Day was May 12th, and he was just people was just like, yo, bro, are you mad at Metro for a 12-year-old tweet, dumbass? And he said, man, I don't give a fuck if it was 20 years ago, pussy nigga. Don't speak on me, period. Then he said, you sacrificed your mama, you a puppet. Then he said, all the stream, sales, money, fame, not gonna bring your mama back. Was it worth it, Metro? I could say fuck this money and fame shit and still be a boss, can you? And obviously a lot of people were like, yo, bro, why are you bringing up his deceased mom, right? And he says, pussy ass bitch Metro. And he says, fuck you, nigga, to 21. Then he says, fuck being relevant, fuck this fake ass rap shit, and fuck all y'all. Then he says, dig that nigga mama up and throw her back in that bitch. Now, I've always told y'all, and I've seen some people say, yo, well, what do you think about this? I've always said, I don't really mind if people diss people's deceased loved ones. So I'm not really going to come here hey, I do think it's too far here because I don't think, if you're down to die over it, you can say whatever you want. If you feel that strongly over whatever beef you got, that's why and I've said this before, with Nicki's talking about Meg's mama who passed away, I don't got a problem with it as long as Nicki's carrying it like that, right? Now, do I think that Soulja Boy's carrying it like that? I don't think so. I think Soulja Boy's just kind of mad and probably trying to get in the algorithm of all the bullshit going on. So that's why I thought it was kind of going too far when you're saying dig that nigga mom up, this and third. Now, if y'all had a legit beef and it's really like that and it's up in the streets, all right, cool, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Say what you got to say. But Soulja Boy was definitely doubling down. He said, yo, this make y'all mad, huh? I'm smoking Mama Metro in a fat ass wood right now. That's what Soulja Boy said. 21 Savage got in there by saying, yo, speaking on a nigga mama, like shit, a game, you gonna shit on yourself when I see you, boy. And Soulja Boy says, fuck you and his mama, little boy. Nah, I'm gonna swing on you when I see you, lame. All right. 21 Savage had posted something about Soulja Boy being in debt. Say Soulja Boy net worth is negative, and the judge suggests he cuts his spending to pay about $500,000 they owe the woman. And Soulja Boy came back and he posted, or reposted a headline with him showing that he got $1 million from Warner Music, and he at 21 Savage, and he said 21 speaking on my name must be tripping. I can't be scared of a nigga from Great Britain. Okay, then Meek Mill, who, again, some of these guys, like, respectfully, and I'll just call out Meek because he's the one who seems to want to call out Meek. Meek is a guy who's attention starved. We haven't talked about one of his songs for years, so of course he's going to try to jump in some beef, acting like he's like some authority, right? So he jumped in and he said, Soulja, if you say you're going to smoke somebody and they see you and actually smoke you, it's self-defense. Y'all losing touch. If reality for some likes and clout is insane. Now, I'll say this. Meek, you says you was about to go show up to my house, endanger my life and my freedom. What about if you got smoked? Would that be self-defense? We're talking about the same type of dumb shit that you've also done. Again, of course, I don't threaten people. I would never. But I'm just showing you that sometimes how much of a hypocrite you come across. Don't be the Mr. High and Holy when you speak about others when you do the same shit, okay? That's what's wrong with the industry. A lot of these guys love to speak on when other people do the same shit they do. If you're out here saying you down to do all type of shit, and you down to, get it cracking, and I have your tweet saved where you say you was about to die about your issues with me. So if I have your tweet saying you would die about your issues with me, and I see you, and I feel that my life is under pressure, and something happens, would that be self-defense, Meek? See, that's a very stupid opinion, right? In reality, what self-defense actually is self-defense. Not I seen something online, and I'm doing this. If that was the case, there'll be many people who'll be free. No, you'd have to do something to that person. So Meek, once again, is just full of shit. You know what I mean? Not because Soulja said a bunch of shit online means you have license to just kill him if you run into him. It doesn't work like that, right? Now, if Soulja Boy shows up and he's acting like he about to pull a gun on you and you kill him, that would be self-defense in most states, okay? Yeah, so anyway, Meek tries to jump in with some voice of reasoning, I guess. And of course, Soulja Boy hits him with a truth bomb. Bro, didn't you get fucked in the ass by Diddy, my nigga? And by the way, here's the thing about Meek Mill. He never responds when niggas ask him about shit like this. Let's go to Meek's page. We cannot find any place where Meek is did he directly respond to that? Oh, I see my name in one of the algorithms. What did he say? He said they run influence pages. Once all street rappers start making content and podcasts, and it'll be a drastic shift. You're gonna hear who these artists respect and see who are the superstars. Some of the content guys are stars too, but we're coming also. Meek, let me send you this message again. I killed your career. I laugh about it every night I go to sleep. I'm not going nowhere. I'm still gonna be the biggest platform. And when you gotta explain to all your peoples why you're not popping again, just remember that nerd that you once disrespected ain't going nowhere and is still going to be laughing about the reason that you're doing this for a living. Okay, my buddy? So I don't care what you keep tweeting. And also, by the way, Meek, if you think that you're saying this dumb shit, this is also the dumbest shit I've heard. When rappers start podcasting, y'all niggas is not Joe Budden. There's a whole bunch of rappers who start podcasting and we don't want to listen to them. You know why? Because they don't give it up like that when it comes to the mic and speaking their opinion. They're all controlled by the bigger agenda, trying to be cool, not really speaking the real. And also half of these niggas, they could barely read a sentence, including you, Meek. You can't write. You're illiterate. We don't want to hear a podcast of you. I was only going to give you $1 million to do a podcast just to clown you that you could be a worker for me. Okay, I knew it was going to be terrible. But of course, I could just make the joke that you became that irrelevant and I stamped that your career was over because now you're my fucking employee. All right? That's just simply it, my guy. By the way, if you're going to keep tweeting at me, just unblock me, and I'll roast you some more that you'll block me again. There's nothing you can say about me, okay? And if you really still want to keep tweeting at me, you should know I'm the master of all information. And I got some information about you and your fam, and I don't think you want to put that out there. Let me just leave it at that. But we could also second guess me if you think I'm capping. All right? Let's keep it like that. Okay. I'm trying to ignore this nigga. The nigga blocked me. I'm like, all right, the nigga waved the white flag. There's nothing else in waving a white flag than blocking Akademiks on Twitter. I'm like, all right, I'm not even going to clown him like that. It'll be a punchline. Now the nigga is tweeting about me every fucking day. Now that you tweet about me every day, nigga, I will remind you every fucking day of what I did to your career and where your career is at, all right? Again, I like that everybody keeps quoting Cat Williams. You know what I've done that Cat Williams say he did? I spent 15 years on all y'all niggas collecting a lot of information that I've been trying to use. Play the game with me, Meek. But don't block me if you do, all right? Cool. I've been waiting on Meek to say, he said he's going to crash out. He still ain't crashed out yet. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Bro, like, it's not much. Oh, okay. No, he went at 50 as well. Boy. Yo, look at some of these tweets right here. They're paying N-words to tear niggas down. Yo, this is crazy, bro. Anyway, I think he deleted the post about 50 Cent. But somebody got it. Well, actually, Say Cheese probably got him. Say Cheese got him. Cool. Let's see. Okay, so anyway.
I was fucking this bad bitch, she fucking me good, and everything almost drove me crazy. I pulled up to her crib, I was in that 19 Mercedes. I got this bad bitch from LA, she be fucking.
I ain't gonna lie, man. You had Diddy toes curling with that one, Crody. Anyway, 50 says, I commend you for being a strong, supportive woman for your man, Meek. Stay by his side, and together you guys must have a good life. God bless, okay? That wasn't it because, Meek had a bunch of other things to say, but, 50 responded with the obvious. He says, yo, you sold 6, I guess, so Meek brought 50's kids into it by saying that your kid hates you, and he's like, my kid loves me. Your kid hates you. So 50 said, bro, and he was like, oh, I'm on vacation with my kid just to show you the difference between me and you. So 50 says, yo, you sold 6,000 copies with your last project. You should not be on vacation. You should be still chasing a dream or embracing a nightmare. Standing by your man, that I respect. And of course, he tags G Unit Brands, right? Now, then you get Meek to say, my last project sold 90K. No, it did not, sir. No, it did not. No, it did not. I should have this. I'm about to pin this tweet. Here we go. Meek Mill sold. And by the way, it wasn't 6K. It was 4,800. I really round you up, brody. Where's my tweet at? Meek Mill. Where is my legendary tweet? Oh, my God. Thank God. Yeah, I got to make sure I favorite and repost this one right here, man. Yeah, so this is your last project, my guy. I don't care what you said, all right? Your last project sold 6K. You could try to, you could try to do some mental gymnastics, which I see you're trying to do, but this is why you blocked me, right? Because I'm the guy who's going to call out the truth all the time. You say your last project sold 90K. No, that's not your last project. That's your last project on a major. I spoke to Atlantic Records. Hey, Meek, if you want to prove me wrong, show the books. They overspent and they lost money trying to make you look good because you went up into Atlantic Records as the big, bad, tough gangster who couldn't flop. And you was in there. By the way, they didn't like you over there. They say you were threatening them and acting like you was a goon in a business office, okay? They didn't like you. Trust me, I'm telling you. I'm telling you the facts. Go check it out if you think I'm lying. You didn't sell 90K. They put so much money into promo trying to make you look like an artist that is not washed up. They inflated everything to make it 90K. You know how I also know that? You sat on the phone and admitted to me, brother. You told me that they were going to spend another $1 million to try to make you look good on a deluxe, and you literally said act. They said you're now pushing a thing that says I flopped. They don't want to spend an additional $1 million. I told you that was when I realized my beef with you was over. Remember the little platform you talked about? The little platform just controlled your budget. I made sure Atlantic Records didn't drop that $1 million for you. I see why you should hate me. Okay? I get it. If I'm signed to a label and they tell me the nigga who I don't like is basically calling me a flop, so they're not going to spend an additional $1 million to make sure that I get some more promotion, yeah, I'd be mad too. Okay? But that 90K you're talking about, that was all inflated by the label. You're now supposedly independent. Trust me, you will not sell over 20K. I'll bet it. You won't, okay? By the way, you did have a tweet saying that you're down to bet people $1 million that you were going to do numbers while you're independent. I'm down to take the bet, but I don't think you are. You sold 6,000 records on your last project. Even if we extrapolated it to that instead of you dropping 5 or 6 records, you dropped 5 times more. The real numbers is 4,800. You probably would have did 20,000, 25 at the max. You're not doing over 50K. You're washed, okay? All right. Anyway, I was like shitting on Meek, but him and 50 wasn't done yet. Okay. All right, that's Soulja Boy. Oh, here it is. Okay. Now, this was very interesting. You know, for all Meek Mill claims that he's willing to die over internet beef, he's willing to kill, we've yet to see him do either. Like, I've been waiting on Meek Mill out there trying to die over the beef. I haven't seen it yet, okay? Matter of fact, if you ever challenge him on him sticking to his word, he claims you're the police because you're trying to trick him out of his position. Riddle me that, right? If I tell you that I'm willing to die, kill, steal, do anything to prove what I want to prove, and then you said, all right, show me. I'm like, nah, you tricking me out of my position. Shows me you were just bluffing from the get-go. Anyway, 50 was speaking on King Combs, which, by the way, I think I can still play the King Combs record again. Should I play the King Combs record again? Anyway, you know, it was kind of odd that Meek came to the defense of King Combs, knowing the allegations about Meek Mill and King Combs' father, Diddy. Anyway, 50 was just clowning Diddy, and then Meek jumped in the mix, right? Because 50 said to King Combs, now, why would you say some shit like this? By the way, the line was, yo, the feds came and raided this one house. They ain't know, though. We bought the house next door, too, which everybody was like, oh, my God, why would you tell the feds that they ain't finished raiding your houses? You know what I mean? Anyway, that's why 50 said, yo, why would you say some shit like this when you know the feds are investigating you? Is you stupid or you dumb, right? And then Meek jumps into the mix because, again, he's starved for attention. He wants to be in the mix. He says, because you're federal, the street niggas in Queens know why you trying to pick on a little boy. Your own son hates your guts. I'm so grateful to be on an island with my son and his friends on his B-Day. Don't follow these guys. They miserable. Lives be terrible. I got to chime in once again. Meek, you're still trying to chase your 20s that you can't bring back. One thing about 50, I thought 50 was going to be that for a second. Because 50 looked disgruntled going at Kanye, Jay-Z, and even Diddy before we knew all this stuff about Diddy. And it was looking like 50 was going to end up as the guy who was proverbially stuck in the mode of get rich or die trying. He's a street nigga who can't adjust. And Meek, you know, as 51 said, you're a special type of stupid. And I actually agree with that. I stamp it. You are a special type of stupid, right? But what I have gotten impressed by with 50 is that 50 pivoted. 50 is about 40 years old, or he's over 40 at this point. I could probably Google it. I mean, not that age matters that much, but it does matter when people think that you should be growing and learning and you're kind of reverting, right? How old is 50 Cent, right? 50 Cent's 48 years of age. And rather than still trying to make songs about how he's spinning Southside Jamaica, Queens with Glocks and switches and putting hits on people's heads, you know what he's done? He's turned what he started like over a decade ago, G-Unit Films and G-Unit TV, he turned that into a lucrative business structure for himself where he's producing and writing and creating multiple shows for stars and others. And that's where you realize that's 50's arc. If 50 is going to become a billionaire, I don't know if he is currently, but if he is, it's going to be because he has levitated. He has matured. The problem with Meek Mill is that Meek Mill is 40 years old, running around here looking like he's 4 bats. Running around here with a ski mask and like you're in Philadelphia, nigga. It's a hot summer, nigga. You should not have a ski mask on. Acting like he's spinning blocks and trenches, just looking like a goddamn fool, right? Still looking juvenile and still playing juvenile games. Bunny hopping for the white man and doing nothing of substance that seems to look like a guy who is elevated. The difference between Meek, and this is when we think about Meek's career in the future, why we'll never put him where he truly deserves to be, is because even Jeezy, a guy who was a snowman, y'all remember the whole snowman movement? He used to have a little snowman on his shirt that was banned from many schools. It was very it was affecting the teens, the youth who subscribed to what he was rapping about and was promoting drug use and drug sales. So schools banned that shirt, right? Years after, 20 years after, that man had the courage, he had the temerity, and also he had the maturity to take allegedly $1 million to not only bury whatever he had with Gucci on stage for the art, but not only that, he's not a guy who's still trying to show that he's selling crack or selling coke. He's matured. We've seen he tried marriage. He's tried to do a lot different things other than be the guy who was running around with BMF. That's called being mature. You know what Meek is still trying to do? He's trying to fit in with 20-year-olds. He's trying to show that he's down to crash out. Except I've never seen him crash. That's the problem, right? Anyway, so Meek is still talking about guys in Southside Jamaica, Queens, and why, why 50 is federal. Typical.
Knock them.
This is the, let me see if I could probably, do I have the King Combs song? I'll play it. Here we go.
They praying on our downfall another time again. After the rain, for the sun gon' shine again.
That's right.
Don't bust no U-turns, cause we ain't forgetting shit. And to all y'all that switch, suck my dick!
Let's go.
Yeah. Suck my dick. What? You talking down the family name, man, you wildin'. What? I dare one of you niggas scream out no Diddy. Fuck that nigga. Bro, glow with me. Baddies, they ready to go with me. I just nod and they know to go get 'em. Might see me with some pretty hoes with me, but ain't no hoe with me. I just lay back in that Virgil Maybach. That shit like 450. Police raid the crib like they think we sellin' crack. But we out here sellin' tracks. Multi-million-dollar plaques. Rather put this shit on wax. All that gossip shit is whack. When all they had was 50 cent. Who put this city on the map? Stop lying. Pops been hated on by many men. And nigga, that's fine. They gon' try to stop these Eminems, and they gon' die trying. Pull up to the south side, we locked in, we got ties. Don't give a fuck about no blogs, cause we really outside. Hey yo, CT, what the fuck these niggas talking about? Niggas say it's wartime, then it's war, nigga. What we doing? Niggas playing with niggas' names and all that. Fuck that! Broke nigga, I don't know who even birthed these hoe niggas. All that woofing on the net, well now it's time to show niggas. Steady talking on the fam and we don't even know niggas. But go ahead, play one call away, we ain't sparing no
that
nigga.
shit dead.
Count bandos in my Gucci sandals, these niggas is sick. Probably hating cause we rich, he must think we fucked this bitch. Knock them walls down like when them Fetty boys ran in both our cribs. Too bad they ain't know we bought the one next door, cause that's the one they miss. How y'all talking like a nigga time up? Throwing shade, get your shines up. Asking where my pops at, he on the G6 getting the line up. All you pussy ass niggas line up, let's multiply the lies up. We running shit, this bad boy, make a bad bitch want sign up.
Whoa. Hey, I thought this was an explosive track. Not sure if this is, again, not sure if this is the right time to put out this message. Just because, if it was just civil suits, maybe. But, like, you're taunting as well the government who executed a search warrant. And maybe Diddy and his son know something we don't. Maybe they have cleared him. Maybe they have said, hey, all right, we're done with our investigation. You good. But I probably wouldn't be saying shit like, yo, yeah, y'all didn't go catch the shit next door. We own that too. For a bunch of reasons, right? Number one, it's basically saying y'all have places that maybe the feds don't know about. Secondly, even though you're not saying this, it kind of alludes to the fact that maybe that's where you're hiding the shit at, of whatever they're looking for. So you probably didn't want to say that, but I was looking at King Combs' page, right? And I feel like King Combs is about, like, he's at that point where he's tired of, like, staying quiet, bro. I don't think he wants to stay quiet no more, bro. And when I mean stay quiet, it's like he don't want, obviously he's an artist himself, but he want to be able to express himself the way he wants to. I would probably say talk your shit, do your thing, but probably leave out your father's case out of it, because even if you're not liable, I do think that it's going to be seen as the Combs family sticking their nose or sticking their thumb in the air at the motherfucking government while he's supposed to be quiet and probably talking to his lawyers to get through this part of it, right? If they were slandering Lil Rod and all them other niggas, cool, right? Because again, it's civil situations, but when it comes to criminal stuff, it does look like this Diddy shit's gonna probably head to a grand jury hearing at some point, and with an abundance of evidence that they may have gotten, or if they really just want to get him on something, that might just be a problem. So I don't know. And I guess that's what 50 was talking about, right? By the way, also speaking of which, Meek was also documenting about the times that he said I guess he said he was going to beat the brakes off of 50, which is also interesting to me. Here we go. Can we find that? Is it this? Nope. It's probably like further down. Okay. I can't find all the dumb Meek shit, bro. Somebody has it somewhere. Anyway, I don't want to spend the majority of this stream speaking just only about Meek. We should probably move on to other shit. Okay, what else is going on in hip hop? Somebody said, what are Kendrick Glazers gonna do after this? Well, here's the thing. So this is what I think Kendrick fans are hoping has happened. This is in their mind. They're like, yo, we got to get Drake arrested. Okay. All right, if we can't get Drake arrested, we got to get Act sued. Yo, like, we're going to get Act out of here. Okay. If that doesn't happen, okay, let's find a guy. Let's kill Drake's career because he must have slapped the guy who was in the wheelchair. It is what it is. Okay. I'm looking at some random shit. What the fuck is this? Hey, who's this guy? I gotta shout him out. Yo, Captain Kurt, man. Shout out to you, bruh. My boy is in the I don't want to put this picture up, obviously I won't, but he's in the delivery room. He just had a newborn baby. Congratulations, Captain Kurt. He sent this into fax. He's literally like videoing his newborn baby coming out, but he got like my stream in the corner, and he said, "Yo, I'm a real chat nigga. I couldn't survive. I guess you got to wait with your baby mom and everything for the baby to come out." He's like, "I couldn't have survived this process without Ack streaming." So I appreciate you, my boy, and that means a lot. That means a lot. You know what I mean? I hope you hope you have fun times with your. I don't know if it's a son or a daughter, but whoever your child is. Appreciate you. Okay, so I said, Ack is dry snitching on what? What am I dry snitching on?
So Akademiks is beefing with Meek Mill once again, bro. I don't know why Ak and Meek can't ever just be full on cool, but at this point, it is what it is, bro. Meek and Ak just were not meant to get along. Feel me? This time they're beefing. It's all well said and known that Meek Mill, he is a washed up rapper now. It's sad to say. No one is looking for music from Meek Mill in 2024. Nobody. It is not 2012. It's been almost a decade since Meek was in his prime. Over a decade. Like 2012 to like 20 what? 14, 15, 16? 2016 was not prime Meek Mill. Who was like 2016? People were looking for the Uzis and the 21 Savages and stuff. Had to be like 2014, 2015. His style of rap is not in anymore. It died out. It's like old school. It's like, I don't know. But Dreams and Nightmares will forever and always be a classic song. It will live on. Anything anybody says about Meek, that song will always live on past his time. Like, could turn up when you at clubs, when you're getting hype before a match, after you win a match. You feel me? But man, Meek Mill is just like a nut now. I don't really know what else to say about Meek Mill. You feel me? He's goes around with pictures of sand on his face. We don't really know what's next for Meek Mill. He's always doing some freaky stuff, some weird stuff. You feel me? Yeah, man. We really don't know what else to say about Meek Mill. He's a one of a kind guy. He's not really on anymore. It's washed up. I think he's just angry. I feel like Meek Mill's still really rich. You feel me? Academics and him, will they ever get along? Probably not ever. So there's been animosity there. And yeah, bro, I genuinely feel like, I'm Big X, biggest stepper. That they should just, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know what to say. Because X said that Meek blocked him on everything and started following all his exes, which is very weird. And Meek knows what he's doing that. Thinking like, oh, it's an art of war. And obviously, most women, like, once they leave a very rich man, like someone like Academics, they're birds. Of course, like, if Meek Mill offers to fly him out, that, they're all gonna go. All gonna try and spill secrets about him and all this stuff. So, hey, just gotta wait and see how it goes. But, man, it's getting really, really, really treacherous out here. Is one thing that I will say. Pray for the safety of Meek Mill and Academics. I hope they could squash the beef. You feel me? I'm X biggest stepper, so that makes me automatically not like Meek Mill. But still, you feel me? I could call a spade a spade. And make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy Big X News. And I'm out.